Vinyl Village, are you ready? Are you ready for a gunfight, a showdown? That was not planned.
The hand gestures have gotten a bit excessive.
Maybe a little bit, but it's
Speaking
fun.
of excess,
Yes, we're going to do a top 5 of INXS.
which I've always loved the band. I've always loved the name of the band. Michael Hutchence was just an alien from another planet. Such a great band from Sydney, Australia. What else?
They ruled the 80s.
Yeah.
They really did. That's when they really came into their own.
Yeah.
And it took a while for them to take off, just because they'd released some stuff in their native Australia, and it didn't really, it took off there, but it just didn't make it across the ocean.
Yeah, and it's so far away.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally the same planet, different world.
Yeah.
Kind of. But so there's so many bands that came before them that are from there that have had success here. So it's although it might seem like it should be a no-brainer, it's not.
No.
And man, these guys you forget. I mean, Michael Hutchence, I can't remember what year he died, but the band kind of fell off the planet when that happened, obviously. But the one thing a lot of people forget is INXS, I think the show was called Rockstar, right?
Yeah.
It was one of the first singing shows, and INXS was trying to find a replacement singer for Michael.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, whether you're doing it on a TV show or any other way, I don't know if you can replace that guy.
No.
But people said the same thing about Steve Perry, too.
Yeah. But they found somebody to fill the space. I mean, granted, you know how much of a force Hutchinson was.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can't fill that void when one of your big songwriters, you're just not. You can perform the old music, and they've got quite a bit of old music.
Yeah, yeah. The one thing I do want to mention is please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please go to the Fourth Wall page. On the social medias, we want you to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And then we can get on with the top 5 INXS gunfight showdown. Okay, so what's number 5 on
number
our
5
list?
on our list?
And Tracy Forner, we expect you to chime in too.
INXS, The Swing. The Swing is one of my favorite INXS albums. I just love it.
Yeah, it's great.
But that doesn't mean that it's their best album. It's just one of my favorites.
Yep. It is a good one. And, I love the just random stuff on here. It kind of reminds me a little of Led Zeppelin 3 with all the random images here. And this is a gatefold. I'm going to open it up.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look at it.
Maybe that's why I liked it all so
you got
much.
the black and white and then the color, the obvious 80s pastel colors.
Oh, yeah. The 80s love that pastel.
Cool.
And it was a little, not a departure for INXS, but it was a little poppier.
Okay.
And it was, maybe that's why it doesn't rank as high in some rankings, but it falls during their highly creative period, kind of right in the center.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I don't disagree. What do we have on here? Original Sin. I Send a Message, Dancing on the Jetty, The Swing, great song. Burn for You, Face the Change.
Yeah. What were the singles of this? Original Sin, I Send a Message, and there were 4 singles: Burn for You and Dancing on the Jetty. So 4 singles. That's
pretty good.
Pretty
And what
darn
year?
good output. This came out in 83.
Okay, so 1983, The Swing, number 5. Number 4 is
X.
Which means 10 for those of you into Roman numerals.
And this was the 7th studio album by INXS. And everybody's going to know one single off this album, Suicide Blonde.
Yeah. Really, really great. And what year was this?
This came out in 1990. So maybe a bad time to release a record that was kind of, nothing really changed for them. They were still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But the music business had moved on from that sound.
Yeah. And, Suicide Blonde, when I first heard it, I was like, man, it sounds like it could have been on Kick, right?
Yeah.
It has a very similar sound, very poppy, rocky, with a lot of different things mixed in with it. Were there any other singles on this one?
Yeah, it had 4 singles as well. Suicide Blonde, Disappear. That song's kind of familiar.
Oh,
Bitter
Disappear.
Tears.
Yeah.
Bitter Tears.
Yep.
And By My Side.
Okay. I forgot about Disappear. Yeah, that's a great one too. Well, these guys, like everybody in 1990, were just trying to navigate the music industry. As we've talked about, the 90s really brought upon all bands of all types a really challenging time.
And it did chart well.
Mm-hmm.
It was, on the Billboard 200, it was number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Definitely respectable.
respectable.
Yeah. Okay. So number 4 is X. What do we go to with number 3?
Number 3,
I'm going to straighten it up for you.
Shabu Shaba.
I love this cover. I love the dog.
Yeah,
on
this was kind of the U.S.'s introduction to INXS.
Okay.
And the other previous albums came out later in the U.S.
Okay. Cool.
So this came out in 1982.
Okay.
And it was on Rhinoceros Records, or that was the studio that recorded the record in Sydney, and Paradise. So it was maybe a couple of studios. I just thought that was kind of funny. This was really U2's
INXS's.
or INXS's entry point, and it really they had 4 singles from this as well. The One Thing, which is a pretty well-known song, Don't Change.
Yeah.
Made it in a bunch of soundtracks.
Yep.
To Look at You, and Black and White.
Yeah. It's really odd. All these albums have 4 singles so far.
Yeah, that is strange. Maybe that's
a band thing.
Yeah.
They've got to get enough songs to have 4 singles from them on an album.
We need 4 singles from you guys.
Okay, so Shabu Shaba at number 3.
Number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2.
All of these are great, by the way. Their discography is fantastic.
It really
Number
is.
2.
Number 2. Listen Like Thieves.
What a great cover. What a great record.
And let's find out. 4 singles?
It almost has to be, right?
Of course.
What were they?
What You Need, This Time, Kiss the Dirt, Falling Down the Mountain, and Listen Like Thieves.
Okay. Well, we knew, there was a theme going on. I love this record. What You Need is so good. And it kind of gives you, what year was this?
1985.
85. So this is right before, let's be honest. This is right before our number 1, which was a groundbreaking record for them. But What You Need sounds like it could be on that number 1 album.
Well, yeah, this was their... all the albums we've listed were between their high creative period.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and Listen Like Thieves, number 2, and you can take. I'll take it.
Kick as number 1.
Such a there was a point where this is all you heard when this came. Was this 87?
87.
87.
The end of 87,
Yeah.
October of 87.
This came out. You've got the skateboard because the skateboarding thing was going on. I've always thought that the art on this kind of looked like the Vision Streetwear logo. Do you remember?
It definitely does.
Yeah. And that kind of definitely took hold of me then because that was the time when I was into that stuff. I was never a good skateboarder, but I was into all the art and the fashion and stuff. And this album was everywhere. I mean, it was
this was their biggest hit by far.
Yeah, and the video for I'm blanking on this big single off of this.
So they broke the mold. 6 singles.
6 singles off of this baby.
Need You Tonight,
which is the video I'm talking about.
New Sensation.
Yep.
Devil Inside.
Oh, great song.
Never Tear Us Apart.
Never Tear Us Apart.
Kick and Mystify.
Right, Mystify. That's a good one too. 6
singles.
Well, I mean, I guess when you've got a blockbuster album, why not do 6 singles?
Let's do 6 singles.
Now, what drew you to these guys in the first place?
I love power pop, and they were pure power pop. I probably read about them in, I think our go-to magazine was like Trouser Press.
Yeah.
I probably read about them in Trouser Press. It's like, I got to pick that up.
Yeah. And Will came on the show and our Australian show that we did, and he gave us a really great cross section of Australian bands. But INXS, even though they became as popular as they did, they're one of his favorites too, and definitely one of mine. I kind of feel like in the time since Michael passed away, we just haven't heard from them. They did the rock star thing and tried to find a new singer, and I think they put an album out with him, right?
Yeah,
called Dirty Vegas or something like that.
Yeah, they put out one album with him.
But, like many bands, when you're known for, when your singer or somebody becomes the focal point of the band and they're not there anymore, that's a tough hurdle to get over for sure.
Yeah.
And, but this is, and I always love the art. You've got all of these guys posing with their instruments and stuff. Let me just open up the gatefold because I just finally got this. You got him here. That's the artwork on this is just so cool.
I've never really looked at the inside of the gatefold that much.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really great. They're just, somehow they're one of those bands that you don't hear people talk about a lot, but at the same time you do. And they're very well loved. And, a lot of kids of the 80s just really dig INXS. And I'm glad we did this, man.
Yeah, I am too.
We want to know what your top 5 INXS albums are. And, when you share those with us, you may as well like, subscribe, comment, share. And also, please make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and visit our Fourth Wall page because you can join that for free. And if you want to give us some money every month or on whatever schedule you like, you can do that. Right, John?
Absolutely.
So give us ideas for shows, give us ideas for top 5s and things you'd like us to unbox. And you know what? We'll do it because we're here anyway. So for Wheels, I'm Jay, and we'll see you all the next time around.